Your name's Joey and my name's Rain, and welcome to Kaiju Reviews.
I hate you. My name's Joey.
And my name's Rain.
And today we will be doing another figure review.
And the figure that we will be reviewing is the Large Monster series King Ghidorah from the 1968 film Destroy All Monsters.
Just look at it. This figure is in the 25 centimeter scale, which means it will not scale up with any of your 30 centimeter X plus figures or 30 centimeter figures in general. For those of you who don't know, 30 centimeters is around 12-ish inches. So yeah, I think we should just jump right into this thing. Out of the box, this figure requires assembly, much like any other X plus figure or any large figure in general. The only thing you need to attach are the wings. How do you do that? Out of the box, the figure looks like this, except both of the wings are not attached. The wings have two little prongs like this. And basically all you need to do is kind of grasp them like that and put it on. This is a very awkward angle to be doing this, so hopefully I get it first try. But they should just go right in and they will stay nice and snug. Now, the only problem I've had with mine are that the wings don't exactly fit in all the way. It's virtually unnoticeable on the shelf, but if you're looking from behind or really up close, you can notice that the seams are not really filled. But honestly, I really don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. After you put your wings in, your figure will do this. No tail assembly required.
Woo!
Does that get you excited?
Gets me really excited.
Next, we would normally move into something like articulation, but
It has no articulation because it's a big boy toy.
you heard it from her, folks. This is a statue. It's a big boy toy. It's not supposed to move, so it's not going to move. However, with that being said, some X Plus figures do have articulation, like some of the Mechagodzillas and a few of the other obscure figures that have arm movement or something like that. But for the most part, any articulation is unintentional. It's unintentional. Next, we're going to move on to detail. And as always, X Plus knocks this figure out of the park. The detail is completely suit accurate, in my opinion, except for on the little fuzzies up here. I believe in the movie they had a little of a goldish tint to it, and I think Kyle from Kaiju Cast actually painted his. So if you want to see what that looks like, go check that out. It's probably on his Instagram, maybe YouTube. I really don't know where he put it. But other than that, I think the paint jobs, you really can't mess it up here. It's just golden. I think it looks beautiful. All the scales really look like it looks really scaly. The figure really pops. The scales look like they're actually, it looks almost alive in a way. Almost like, you go to the pet store and you see a lizard. That's what these scales look like. With that being said, I do feel like maybe the toenails could give a little touch-up, but I'm not sure. I'd have to watch the movie again. Maybe they are the same color as the body, but maybe not. The wings also have a lot of depth, and that is something that Rich always says, is these figures have a lot of depth. There's a lot of highlights and shadowing, and it bends, and it really does look exactly like the suit. And I think, except for the problems it had upon release, I really think they did an amazing job with this toy. If you look inside of the mouths, you can see it's like a fleshy, gummy, pinkish look, and I think that also looks incredible. Each of the teeth are individually sculpted, as well as their little tongues in there, little tongues. And their eyes are just red with a big black pupil. Pretty sick.
Now we're going to compare this with some other figures. Giga Brain Gigan. Bandai Show Exclusive Mechagodzilla 75. M1 Godzilla 1974. Toho Large Monster Series Godzilla 1971. And lastly, Showa Ghidorah from Bandai.
This is another spectacular release by X Plus, and honestly, I wish I had more to say about it, but since I got one of the diamond reissues of the figure, I really never had any of the issues that a lot of people had back when it was first released, because this figure is notorious for having things like the wings be broken, the necks be broken, the heads be broken. I believe some guy had a jaw just completely missing, And that was all due to X Plus's box design. And I believe Ami Ami shipped it out, just didn't box it up, just put a shipping label right on your cover art, which really sucked. So yeah, I'd give this thing like a solid 9.5 out of 10. And that's really close to a 10 out of 10. And I do not hand out high numbers that often. I just really love this toy. Anything you want to say about it?
I think that it just really catches your eye with the detail, and it just really pops, and it's the first thing you see when you walk into the room because it's just so amazing.
It commands your presence. This is actually a very, very large figure. He's a top shelf figure in my opinion, and you're going to need a lot of room. For me, I barely have enough room. I have to display him on top of a box on my dresser because all of my top shelves are either full or the tips of his wings actually hit the ceiling. He's like, I think he's 19 inches high and, you know, over a foot long. So you really need a lot of shelf room just to put this guy anywhere. He really commands the space, and he's one of the figures I have that I love because he's just a really nice display piece. Before I had him like tucked away in my closet, but I eventually moved around that and got him out. And everyone that ever comes into this room, that's one of the figures that actually gets talked about the most. What would you rate this figure?
A good 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? Ghidorah's one of your favorite monsters, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep, that'll pretty much wrap up this review. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, like it. If you dislike it, well then just dislike it, I guess. Leave a comment. Subscribe. If you want to hear more from Ran or myself, you can stay tuned for more reviews, or you can go to her channel, Ramen Noodlezilla, which will, of course, be in the bio.
Thanks for watching. You know what they're gonna say when they hear that. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, good job, you didn't call it an ornament.